Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth, maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running low. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running low. Keep running.
Right. The camera looks messed up. Let's sort that out first. There we go. It's in the right angle now, so that's all good to know. The background, I know I like that. I know the thumbnail looks absolutely amazing, but we love the picture of Home Park, though. The home park is the best picture in the world, and I don't think anyone can deny that. You look at that amazing background, you look at that amazing Mayflower stand, you look at the lovely Lyndhurst stand, everything looks beautiful, and that's why Home Park is. That's why we're the best green team in. That's why we're the best green team in the EFL. Screw Forest Green. I don't want to go too far, so
there's the thumbnail for it. There's the thumbnail.
Yeah, there's the thumbnail, anyways. But we don't want to get cancelled, so we don't want to do that on the Argyle Way. We don't want to get cancelled, so there you go. How is it going, everyone? Lovely start to a stream, but how are we all doing? Welcome to another preview on the Argyle Way. I hope you're all doing very, very well, and make sure to hit the like button and share this stream around and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 700 subscribers on the YouTube channel, and so far this season it has been a very amazing rise for the Argyle Way. We started we was on around 400 subs after last season finished, and now we're on 605. We couldn't have imagined it, and we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you all so much for the amazing support on streams and everything else on our socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. You've all been legends. Thank you all so much for the amazing amount of support, and hopefully this keeps on going. But the stream we are doing today. Oh, bye, Liam. Liam will probably jump back on now because he's probably just swiped up on his tabs like he usually does. There we go. Like I said, I knew you'd return. But we are live today.
I disconnected.
We are live here today for the Leeds United versus Plymouth Argyle match preview away at Elland Road. For the first time, we are going to Elland Road in God knows how many years, and it stretches back by quite a long time ago. And Elland Road, obviously previously for Leeds, they were in the Premier League last year, and now we are going to a former Premier League stadium that they were only playing in. They were like I just said, they were only playing in the Prem last season, and this year we will be playing them at a former Premier League stadium at Elland Road. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be another brilliant stadium to tick off on our list, and honestly, it's going to be an absolutely brilliant time for all the Argyle fans, for Liam included, for Jack included, for me included. It's going to be an absolute fun fest up at Leeds, and it's going to be a lovely time. And it's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, a lot of Leeds fans are obviously Daniel Fark, from what I saw on Twitter, him saying it's not going to be a breeze for Leeds. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for them. So that's interesting words from the Leeds United manager. And then obviously Whittaker and Stephen Schumacher doing the preview on the Argyle website for the game. Very interesting talk from them. And of course, as well, you've got to realise that the Argyle have been a team that has conceded probably have conceded the most goals this season, and Leeds United have. I think Leeds have conceded the least, if I'm sure. I don't know if they have conceded the least, and another stat as well, they have not lost. So they have not lost yet at Elland Road. They are unbeaten at Elland Road, which is very, very scary if you want to think about that. But honestly, we're going into this game with no fear, and we want to go into this game with all the excitement and mostly all of the pressure will be on Leeds to get 3 points against us, really. But if I'm honestly going to say, there could be an surprisement where we could get something from this game. You never know; anything could happen. We've seen many more surprises throughout this season, and honestly, I hope that we play into this game and we have an amazing go and an amazing fight. Really, I'll be very, very excited if we actually do well in this game. 100%. Obviously, Liam is here with me today to go through the preview. So sadly, we couldn't get anybody on, but me and Liam are on here for all of you guys that are interested in watching this. But for you though, Liam, another stadium to tick off, another stadium you haven't been to, but Leeds, former Premier League team last season. Is this the type of contest that you've been waiting for being an Argyle fan in a long, long time?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I mean, you look at the game, and I mean, to be honest with you, I do see Leeds winning. But for me, it would be nice to get a point at Elland Road. But I mean, Leeds are just on another level so far this season. They're doing pretty well, and it's just a fixture that's I've been looking forward to all season, really. So, looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to the atmosphere as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The atmosphere is going to be it's going to be buzzing. The Argyle fans are going to be cheering all game, and it's going to be one of them where the Leeds home support, they're going to be rocking. The stadium's going to be rocking, and honestly, it'll be amazing to see some of the Leeds players that they'll bring out. Obviously, Somerville, Ruta, Luke Ayling, former Yeovil player back in the day. Other players that you could possibly mention: Archie Gray, the youngster. It's going to be very, very exciting, this game, and it's going to be a brilliant outfit for, like Schumacher said, you wouldn't have thought this after a couple of years. A couple of years ago we were sitting in League Two. Now we're in the Championship, fighting, playing against former Premier League teams. You wouldn't have imagined, and a former Premier League winner in Leicester around the time when we was actually in League Two. So it's crazy to think about, but honestly, it is the type of challenge that we wanted, and the type of challenge that we are getting to, and the challenge that we're ready to put up with in the Championship this year. And hopefully we can pull in a good fight. Obviously, we pull in a good fight against Norwich. We put in a good fight against Blackburn. We put in a good fight against Southampton. Against Southampton, we couldn't get a result, but we put in a brilliant fight. And other teams as well that are up there so far this season. But one team in particular, though, is Leeds. And obviously last season, though, it wasn't a good season for them, Liam. And obviously, what do you think for Leeds, though, would be their obviously, what is their target? And so far, how have you I'm trying to get my words out. What have you thought of them this year?
Much better than last year, put it that way. I mean, I was quite shocked they went down, but they were poor last season in the Prem, and they kind of deserved to go down in a way. So they could have survived, but they didn't have enough in the end. I mean, I see them go back up this year, though. I think they'll probably win the playoffs. If I had to pick either from promotion or playoffs for them, I'd probably pick the playoffs, because I think Leicester go up as champions, and I possibly see Southampton sneaking second if they can keep their form. So that's what I see anyway. But I think if Leeds keep going the way they're going so far with their form, I think they'll be at least minimum top 3 for this year. So,
yeah.
Or this season, sorry. So, it's looking good for them. Hopefully, it doesn't continue tomorrow, though.
That's what a lot of Argyle fans are hoping. They're hoping for a shock. They're hoping for a shock of a draw or win. It would be amazing if we actually got a win. It would be probably one of the biggest stories in the Championship, and probably the biggest shock in the Championship, if I'm honestly going to say. But then it also, another thing as well, it would prove that we are ready for the Championship 100%. Like the likes of Luton, for example, is a very, very good example, really, as what Simon Hallett compared us to is Luton. He compared us to them, and obviously the statement that he pulled out, I think it was like a week ago now, of aspirations for Premier League football. How exciting is that, though, for the future of Plymouth Argyle, Liam?
Yeah, really, really good. I mean, our football this season has been pretty good. We just need to fix up in defence, really, but because the attack's really good. Because I don't have a problem us scoring goals. It's just the defence being disjointed and just not concentrating at times and conceding sloppy goals. So if we can keep scoring goals and conceding less and win games, that'll be ideal.
Yeah, exactly. That would be absolutely fantastic. Obviously, our defense has been the weak part this season, and we really need to fix on that. And if we do fix on that, I think it will be a more comfortable season for us and a more suitable season for us, 100%. Catherine, I know you won't be in it for long, but 3-2 Leeds, yeah. No. That's not the prediction I put, Jude. It's clickbait, like you say. We do clickbaity thumbnails, and that's how we roll on this channel. Of course, a lot of people are going to say, you predicted 3-1 Leeds. What are you talking about? No, we did not predict 3-1 Leeds. It's a thumbnail for a reason, and it's clickbaity. That's one thing I've got to say. It's a clickbaity thumbnail for a reason, and we did not predict 3-1 Leeds. So there you go. But it would be funny, though, and it would be a massive statement. It'd be a massive statement if we won at Elland Road. That's all I'm going to say. But we did not predict. We did not predict 3-1 Leeds at all. I wish that was true. I wish it would end up being true, and I would love to see a massive surprise at Elland Road for the mighty Green Army. That's all I'm going to say right now. Just checking my phone because someone just sent a video. Yeah, that's fine. But we got loads. Obviously, we got loads more to talk about throughout this whole stream. Obviously, Liam's just on mute for a little bit of a mo. A little bit. So obviously I will continue chatting to all of you guys in the chat as well about other things. Mainly in particular, obviously the aspirations and the statement the statement relating to Simon Hallett, talking about the aspirations and the future for Plymouth in the next 5 years. It's the most probably exciting news that you could possibly imagine right now. The next 5 years could be the most exciting times for the Green team in Devon, and I think a lot of Argyle fans will be thinking, could there be Premier League football very, very sooner than we imagined it to be? Particularly, possibly, yes, there could be with what Simon Hallett is saying. Obviously, the statement saying that obviously he would like to make Plymouth Argyle and make Argyle reach to be a top 6 championship side in the next 5 years or so, which is probably the most exciting bit of news you could possibly imagine being an Argyle fan right now. And honestly, it is something that obviously a couple of years ago when we was very, very low, very, very down in around the 2013 to 2016 era, we was sitting in League 2, 2 times we nearly got relegated, and the time that we nearly never existed as a football club. And honestly, the time back then was very bleak, but now, time for us now is very, very high. We're in very, very good promises. We're in very, very good potential. The potential is high, and we could possibly reach Premier League football in the next couple years. You will see what happens with that. And if we do reach Premier League football, probably the biggest story, you could probably say the likes of Luton, but the differences between us and Luton is we've never reached Premier League before. They've been in the top 5 before. That's all I can say about that. And we want Premier League football. We would love to get it, and it would be absolutely exciting if we did. Simple as that. And I think I'm going to probably put that on Twitter. But if anybody else has any thoughts on that, it would be absolutely incredible to get your thoughts on it. And this is a question for all of you guys on if I'm going to post this on Twitter. What would be your main aim if we did get promoted to the Premier League? And would it be, obviously, I'd say probably the main answer would be survive relegation. That's all I'm going to say. But for the next couple of years, what would be your main aim year by year by year by year? So from obviously this year to the next year, to the next year after, and the next year after that, and then the next year after that. I want to see the gradual progression of what you think could actually happen with Plymouth Argyle. I would love to see all the answers, and I'd love to see what you all think. and could potentially happen for the mighty Green Army. I would love to see us reach the Prem. It would be a dream come true, and it would be absolutely incredible. That's all I'm saying. But we've got to carry on with the Leeds preview, and hopefully we will talk about that more in the coming probably coming weeks as well, because obviously I think we did have a little chat with it with Jack, but I would love to hear more of his thoughts as well on it on stream. It would be absolutely incredible to hear what he says. Is Liam back yet? That's the question. Is Liam back yet? The answer is no. Okay, so we're going to have to carry on without Liam at the moment. So he will be back in a bit. So we'll let them be. Is there any? Well, who else is in the chat right now? That's what I want to know. Who else is in the chat? It would be good to see who's in the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat at the moment. We got 3 people watching. Hope you're all doing very, very well, and you're and having a very good rest of your Friday evening, and hopefully it's going to be a very, very interesting one the day before the Leeds game tomorrow. And whoever's traveling up there, absolutely good luck. The next part is obviously going through the teams. So what I want to look at is obviously the previous lineups from the last 2 games for both clubs, relating obviously to Leeds and relating to Argyle. So obviously Leeds' last game was the absolutely incredible win at the King Power Stadium, 1-0 against Leicester. Probably one of the most incredible wins you could have possibly imagined for Leeds this season, and I don't think any of the Leeds fans would have even dreamt about winning that game. It's an incredible win for them, and potentially could be an absolutely season changer for them, which is absolutely fair enough to all of them. But looking at their lineup, they lined up with Meslier in goal, who easily should have got team of the week that week. I think that's Sam Byram. Yeah, Sam Byram at left back with Pascal Stroik, Joe Rodon, Archie Gray, Ampadu, Kamara, Somerville, Joel Perot, Daniel James, and Jorginho Rutter as the striker, Jorginho Rutter. And then obviously the players that came off the bench: Patrick Bamford, Ilya Gurev, Wilfred Nonto, Jaden Anthony, and Luke Ayling. Obviously, Luke Ayling being formerly of Yeovil, same as Joe Edwards. They both played in the same team years ago. And thinking about it now, Luke Ayling versus Joe Edwards will be a thing. How incredible will that be for both of them sets of players playing against each other for the first time in a long time, and they used to be teammates. So that's going to be an interesting fight, isn't it? Interesting stuff. But when you look at that lineup, that is pretty scary. That's all I'm going to say. A very, very scary lineup. And the likes of Joel Perot, Jorginho Rutter, Daniel James, Archie Gray, good young talent, only 17, and Luke Ayling, of course, that scares you. Somerville, the main player, I'll say as well. Somerville, it's very scary, and honestly could really prove some problems for us. And hopefully in this game we can prove a lot of people wrong. And I would love to see us go into this game with a lot of fight, a lot of energy, and a lot of encouragement. Seriously, I want the fans to be behind the players, and I want us to absolutely give it their all. I want the fans to give it their all, and I want the players to give it their all in this game. Obviously, if you're looking at injuries wise for Leeds, I'm going to have a look at the obviously the players that they will be without for this game, and obviously the players we will be without this game. Obviously, they haven't got Stuart Dallas, and they haven't got Jed Spence, as Jed Spence is out with medial collateral and ligament injury, and Stuart Dallas is out with broken hip. That's not a pretty one. I'm not going to lie, that's not a pretty injury to have. But obviously for us, we'll go for our lineup in a minute. but we are without Mikael Miller because he chalked up his 5th yellow card the other day. Well done, Mikael Miller. Well done. But obviously, Saxon Early's still out with an ankle injury. Ryan Hardy's out with a hamstring injury, ham and egg, as I like to say. Mustafa Bundu, same. Ham and egg injury, hamstring. And they'll both be back after the international break. Exciting news. And then obviously Brendan Galloway injured. Shock. He loves getting injured he loves getting injured. Brendan Galloway, he picks up literally an injury nearly every goddamn week now. Excuse me. He picks up an injury literally every single week, and it's getting on my nerves, if I'm truly honestly going to say. So thank you, Brendan Galloway, but I think he'll probably have to leave pretty soon if he keeps on picking up the injuries that he is getting. It's honestly a joke. Let me just checking Twitter very, very quickly. Just checking Twitter very, very quickly. All right, there we go. All right. Got 2 people in here. It's still good to have people in here. That's absolutely fantastic that we're still getting people jumping in and watching the stream. That's still absolutely great from us. But hopefully we get to see more people come in a little bit throughout most of the stream. So that'd be absolutely nice to see. Hopefully Liam does return very, very soon. Hopefully he doesn't stay on mute for too long because I don't want to be here on my own for most of this stream. Yeah, let's go. Next part we'll go through the Argyle lineup from the last game. Obviously, we played against Middlesbrough, which in this game we drew 3-3 at home park, probably one of the most eventful games of the season, and proved a good outfit for the championship and shows the type of games that we will be expecting throughout this season. But from the lineup, obviously we had Cooper in goal, Mikael Miller, who we will be without for the next game. Obviously, he chalked up his 5th yellow card, and we will be without him for the next game, which is very, very sad, as he was he played very, very well the last couple of games. But we will obviously looks like Joe Edwards will probably be returning in the next game. Lewis Gibson, Dan Scarr, Kesler Hayden, Luke Cundall, Jordan Houghton, Finn Azaz, Ballymumba, Ben Wayne, and then Morgan Whittaker. That's obviously most of your usual players in that team. But if we're honestly going to say Mikael Miller, we will be without him. But if we're going to say a player that will come in, it will most likely be Joe Edwards. That's what I'm honestly going to say. Joe Edwards will return. Joe Edwards will get back into the team, and he'll be pitting up against the likes of, and he'll be pitting up against Sam Byram, which will be very, very Sam Byram and Somerville. Oh God, bloody Joe Edwards and Somerville. That's going to be fun, ain't it? Jesus Christ, that's going to be very, very fun indeed. Or if we're going to play Joe Edwards on the left, he'll be coming up against Daniel James, or if Kesler Hayden's on the left. It's just, when you look at it from an all-round point of view, it just doesn't look pretty, doesn't it? It just does not look pretty whatsoever. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Could someone please, Lord, help me. Please, Lord, help me. Oh, Lordy Lord, please help me. That would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, Jesus. But honestly, if I'm going to say this right now, I'm excited for the challenge, and I'm excited to see how we get on throughout this game, and hopefully we put in a very, very good fight for in this game. If we get the draw, that would be absolutely phenomenal. It would be a phenomenal result from us, and it would pull off a big shock for it would put a shockwave throughout the championship, really, and it shows that we are ready to put in a battle throughout the rest of the season. I would love to see it. Honestly, I would love to see it. But predicted lineup. For me, obviously.
Hello, I'm back.
Liam's back. There we go. So we'll probably go through some of the other stuff that we was talking about again. But yeah, So let's go back through it. But obviously, Leeds' last lineup, though, for obviously, as Liam was not here, we'll go through it again. Their last lineup, they were rocking with, it was against Leicester at home. No, not at home, away from home, at the King Power Stadium. Meslier in goal, Sam Byram, Pascal Stroik, Joe Roden, Archie Gray, Ethan Ampadu, Glenn Kamara, Crescencio Somerville, Joel Perot, Daniel James, and Jorginho Ruta. Does that team scare you in any way, Liam, or do you think, or could you highlight any players that you would realistically mostly look out for?
Probably Ruta, Somerville. Mainly the whole Leeds squad is capable of scoring goals, really. So yeah, it's a pretty decent squad.
Yeah, and obviously just talking about it on the stream, two players that will be pitching up against each other that both used to play for Yeovil, Joe Edwards and Luke Ayling.
Bloody bobble, yeah.
Yeah, both used to play for Yeovil, and both were part of the team that got promoted to the Championship back in 2013.
And scored one of the flukiest goals against United.
I wouldn't say fluky.
Wow. It's about 1 in a million chance of going in.
I wouldn't say fluky, though. I wouldn't say fluky.
Did we still win the game?
What?
Did we win the game still? I think we did.
Oh, we absolutely smashed them. We still smashed them. So it doesn't matter. But and then obviously the other players that include Patrick Bamford, Wilfred Nonto, one player that we definitely have to keep an eye on if he does end up playing, and Jaden Anthony as well. And another player that they brought on the bench was Ilya Gruev. So it's going to be an interesting fight from us, really. Pascal out. But obviously for us, though, Liam, one big miss for us this game is Mikael Miller. He's suspended, which is very, very annoying.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then obviously we'll have to bring in Joe Edwards for this game. But do you think Mikael Miller will be a big miss for the game against Leeds? Liam is not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep. Pascal having
surgery. Okay.
Oh, is Pascal Stroik out then? Red Rods. But how big of a miss is it though, Liam, for Mikael Miller being out of this game?
Yeah, he's really good. I think it's right back, isn't it?
He was at left back last game.
Left back. Oh, wherever he played.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a miss, but I mean, Joe Edwards is still capable of doing well, so that's fine by me.
Yeah. Fine by me. And Joe Edwards has played pretty well this season, and he's surprised a lot of Argyle fans in the way he's played throughout this championship season. And got to give him the respect where it's due. And obviously, being our captain as well, we're going to have to fully back him every step of the way. Simple as that. We're going to have to back him every single step of the way. Period. But honestly, it looks for an exciting contest, in my opinion. But in particular, obviously, Luke Ayling, will it be an interesting battle between him and Ballymumba, Liam? Or if he doesn't play, it will most likely be either Archie Gray. It'll be either Archie Gray or somebody. I think they have another right back, if I'm sure. I don't know, but it'll probably be either Luke Ayling or Archie Gray.
Nah, Mumba will chop his bobble off before he plays. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But no, it will be a good battle, yeah. But hopefully Mumba wins the battle. We hope.
There will be hopefully Ballymumba does win the battle, but obviously Luke Ayling being a very experienced right back, being around for years, and I think he's in his 30s now, and you've got to give him respect where it's due. He has been dominated in the championship for quite a while now, so absolutely fair play to him. But for us, though, obviously our last lineup, I did say it just earlier, but obviously, what player in particular, though, would you drop for this game, Liam?
I'm just doing my lineup now, actually.
Yeah.
Defo Dan Scar, 100%.
Yeah, I think a lot of Argyle fans would want Dan Scar to be dropped after the last performance against Middlesbrough. It was very, very poor from him, and we expected a lot better, really, and it was very, very poor. A very, very poor game from him, and we want to see a lot better from a player who was mostly crucial for us last season, but this season having been very, very poor. Pascal Struijk is having surgery. Oh, okay. That's kind of surprised me then. So who would be the two centre backs then? That's interesting. I wonder who the two centre backs will be then, because Pascal Struijk has been your main centre back. And is Liam Cooper returning? That's another interesting one. I didn't think Liam Cooper would be obviously. Yeah, Liam Cooper is on the bench. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. He's on the bench. That's understandable then. So he'll be the player that's most likely going to return. Okay, interesting. So Liam Cooper, obviously, he got injured at early at the start of this season against Cardiff. I remember it. He scored the goal to make it 2-1 and got injured in the process. So I do remember that game. But he will be back for this game. That'll be an interesting one. So we'll see what happens with that. But obviously Liam is just doing his predicted lineup, and then after the predicted lineup, I think that will be it for this preview. A nice little 40-minute stream. See, we are making them a little bit shorter, and we will do our predicted scorers as well, like we usually do. So and it's good to make them short because we don't want to make them go on for way too long. Period. Junior Firpo's back as well. I've seen that Junior Firpo's back, so that's another player who could potentially play. Obviously, him being a former Barcelona player, so that'll be another interesting outfit as well. But have you done your predicted lineup, Liam, or not? Or are you still going? Because that obviously is he's still doing it at the moment.
Right. What was your lineup anyway?
Well, to be honest, I would nearly go for the same lineup as last week, but the only player that I drop is Dan Scott. I want Pleggy in this team, and obviously Joe Edwards will come in because of Mikel Miller's suspension. Kesler Hayden will go to the left side, but I really want Pleggy to start, and I want him to and I want the experience to come in really because he's a more suited centre back at the moment. He's a more suited centre back for this season, and honestly, I don't want to. I don't really like criticizing players, but Dan Scott this season, he hasn't been the way he hasn't been the type of player that he was like last season, and I don't really want us going into this game with a centre back that is low in confidence, and I want a centre back who he's ready to give it all in the next match, and I want him to really prove himself, first of all, and secondly, got the experience to play in these types of games, and I want him to start. Or maybe we could possibly go for a 5-back. We could have Joe Edwards and Kesler Hayden in there, and then we have Pleggy, Dan Scar, and Lewis Gibson. I would like a 5-back. It would be interesting, but obviously this is Liam's lineup. So he has gone for Adam Randall. He's gone for Luke Cundle. He's gone for Finn Azaz. Kesler Hayden.
Ignore the formation.
Yeah, so he's gone for Plegozello, he'll be at centre back. Kesler Hayden, Joe Edwards, Lewis Gibson. And then obviously Ben Waine will be at striker because we don't have any other strikers. I would have loved to see Isaka, but I don't think we'll realistically see him. And then Ballymumba and Whittaker as per. So it's an expected lineup, and it's a lineup that I did expect a lot. And it's going to be interesting, really, to see how the team gets on and what lineup we actually go out with. It's going to be interesting. We could go for a 5-back, or we could go for a 4-back. We'll see what happens with that. But I'd realistically like to see a 5-back, and I think it would be a lot more comfortable for us if we did go for that, in my opinion. 40 minutes into the stream. Thank you all so much for watching this stream. We will be ending it soon. But first of all, before we do end it, what is your predicted score, Liam?
I've gone 2-0 Leeds. I'd love to
Any
score.
reasons why?
I just think they'll be too strong for us. I mean, if we get a goal, it's a bonus, really. I just see Leeds being too strong for us. Hope I'm wrong, though, and I think I'd snap your hand off for a draw, personally. So, yeah.
Obviously, my prediction for this game, I'm just going to get it up now because I put it in my notes. And tell Jack and Harvey England to put their predictions in the chat, please, Liam. That'd be great on Insta. That'd be great.
Jack's already put his in, if you didn't see.
Okay, I'll collect it in a minute. And tell Harvey England to do his. And obviously, I went for 2-1 Leeds. I would love to see Argyle score, and I do feel like they could score. Just depends how and when. But I do think Leeds will eventually win the game, and they have much better quality than us. And formerly at Premier League last season, their quality's miles above us, really, realistically as well. But I would love to see us give it a good battle and a good fight. But eventually, I do think Leeds will win this game. I'd love to be surprised. I'd really love to be surprised, but sadly, I don't think it will end up being happiness for us. It'll be happiness for Leeds. And to score, Ruta, he proved it. He scored in the last game. He scored against Leicester, and he has been their main striker throughout this whole season. So there you go. 1962, the last time Plymouth won at Elland Road. So there you go. 61 years ago now. So that's absolutely crazy, really. That's absolutely crazy. 61 years ago. Mad. But 42 minutes. Thank you all so much for watching. It's probably one of our shortest previews, but obviously we don't have a guest on, so we can't really make it too long. And it's a good little stream for you all to watch back and go through if you haven't tuned into the stream. But Ruta is the provider. Yeah, from what I've been seeing. But thank you all so much for watching, and it's short and sweet for you all to watch back before the game. So hope you all enjoyed. We will see you in the next stream for the Leeds preview when we get back, and there may be some clips. We'll see what happens.
I can try.
We'll see you there. And from me, it is goodbye, and from Liam,
see you later, guys. Bye bye.
It is goodbye, and
bye bye.
We'll see you there. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.